Hello travellers, welcome back to my channel. Today we're here in Ayutthaya, Thailand, a beautiful and historic city and also home to the Wat Maha That. Wat Maha That is famous for the Buddha's head image, which is entwined in the roots of a tree. It's just a beautiful and historic temple, and today let's go and explore. Situated just outside the central island of the ancient city, Wat Maha That was built in the late 14th century during the reign of King Brahmamacharat I. This temple is perhaps best known for the serene Buddha head that's nestled within the roots of the banyan tree. It's a powerful symbol of resilience and spirituality. Wat Maha That is truly amazing. It was once a grand complex that served as the royal monastery and a centre for religious activities. Its central prang, or tower, was one of the tallest structures in Ayutthaya, though it did partially collapse in the 17th century. The temple features intricate carvings and statues that just truly reflect the artisan's work, the artistic, the cultural influences of the time. It shows us the amazing history that can be found in Ayutthaya and a reflection of the history of Thailand itself. Today, Wat Maha That is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Visitors from everywhere, all around the world, come to see these just truly, truly amazing and awesome ruins. I recommend you come and see Wat Maha That as well. Our Wat Maha That journey will begin at the ticket kiosk. Here we'll grab our passes and go and explore this historic temple complex. It's only 50 baht and helps maintain this site. As we enter the temple grounds, the first sight is a bunch of large chedi or stupa. These were built to house sacred relics and their usual features that you'll find in many Buddhist temples. As we continue our path, we'll arrive at one of the most iconic images of the Wat Maha That, if not Ayutthaya. The Buddha's head. It's entwined in the roots of a banyan tree. There's many stories about how this head came to be in this position. I don't know what is the real story, but it's believed that when thieves ransacked the temple, they left the head near the tree, and over time, the roots have elevated the head to where it is today. Whatever happened, it's a beautiful sight to see the Buddha being raised naturally like this. Just as a side note, it's respectful to try and take your photos sitting so that you're not above the head. Now I know it's really exciting to get into the temple and see all these great things, so sometimes it's hard to remember to do everything. But give it a go, see if you can do it. From here, we're going to move towards the first Vihan, or the assembly hall. The Vihan is a really significant building. The monks would come here, they'd teach, they'd do their prayers, and now much of it's in ruins, but you can still see these foundations and some of the columns. And with a little bit of imagination, you can transport yourself back to how it would have been before the sackings, before all of this, when it was a vibrant, well-producing city. Next, we'll head to the central prang. It's a towering structure that was once the tallest in Ayutthaya. The prang symbolised Mount Meru. This is known as the centre of the universe in Hindu and Buddhist cosmology. Despite collapsing partially in the 17th century and its restorations, it's really easily possible to imagine how the prang would reach up into the sky. A skyscraper of old, right? Significantly, there were some archaeological excavations. I can't recall, I think it was about 1956. Some of the sacred relics were discovered within the prang. The relics are believed to be remnants of Buddha or his disciples. They underscore the spiritual importance that is Wat Maha That. Wat Maha That was also the residence of the Supreme Patriarch, one of the most important figures in Buddhism at the time. This is how important this temple has been considered. Now, around the outside of this central prang, we can see the cloisters. The cloisters are open-air passageways, and they once housed many, numerous Buddha images. There's a lot you can still see there today. These rows of Buddhas would have created a peaceful, reflective atmosphere, a perfect place to take your path. Now, as we move from the main prang and the cloisters, we'll continue through to the Ubosot, or the ordination hall. This is such an important space. This is where the monks, they come here to be ordained. It's like a sacred territory. It's surrounded by Baisima. They're the stone markers you'll see around the outside of the temple. They show that this is a significant place and so sacred. Much of the structure of the Ubosot has now been lost, but its significance in the religious practices of this temple is really, really profound. Now, we'll explore the perimeter of the temple grounds. Here you'll find smaller Vihans, more Chedis, all with their own unique design and so much historical significance. The structures here just give you a glimpse of the extensive and the complex layout of Wat Maha That. As a side note, the Chedi here are based on the Khmer architectural style. You can see this when you look at the Chedi. They have a more stepped appearance as they go towards the top. The steps taper up towards the top of the Chedi. In the latest styles, it was a more rounded, a more corncob, gradual round tapering. Each of these Vihan and the Chedi, well, they all hold stories of the past. They contribute to this rich tapestry of Ayutthaya's history. As you walk through these ruins, just try and imagine the vibrant life that once would have filled this temple complex. This is just an amazing place. It is definitely a place that would be considered in our top 7 temples in Thailand to come and visit. There's some beautiful new temples, but you must come here and look at the history and see where basically the roots of Buddhism in Thailand began. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the Wat Maha That. I hope you enjoyed exploring this magnificent temple and learning about some of its historical and cultural significance. Please like, comment, subscribe, help me to give you more travel adventures. I hope this was helpful for you today. Thanks again.